Hello and welcome to sim.bc, where it's give me a second, where it's 5:40, so just 22 6 in the evening. Afternoon depends on where you are and how your routines are. Anyway, I just came home from the gym, or actually, I just came out of the shower because I've been working out for the first time in weeks, which is pretty great. Something that I recommend for all of you. Actually, have a physical exercise you can do. I know that I spoke about it a couple of days ago with the entire mental preparation thing in the morning, which I've actually done. Not extensively, but still, I was waking up every morning and just thinking, I am not sick. I am not sick. I can go to the gym, and it paid out. Now, one can argue that surely that would have, been the case anyway, because you relaxed, you slept, you did all of that, so you probably would be fine anyway. It's not necessarily due to you thinking about being not sick, but the mental bit is also, you know, important that you actually feel fine. And today I felt fine, so I went to the gym, headed straight there, and it was pretty great. Did a bit of a rehab program, as I'd say, but in gym terms, like in gym ways, which was pretty great. Actually, worked out the entire body except for my legs that I'm gonna do tomorrow, as long as I'm still well, which I really hope for. Anyway, um, today I was going to talk about dreams. Dreams. I wished I had the technical skill to insert dreams here between my hands, but I don't. Anyway, dreams. Because a guy today, he asked me about my dreams. And I was just standing there baffled because I was working out and I was like, what did you say? My dreams? But it's the guy who owns the place. And he's really nice, actually. It's like one of the first guys I actually got to meet here in Bordeaux. So before my friend arrived and school started and all of that. So it's pretty great. It's pretty good. And he's super nice. But he asked me like, "What's your dreams?" Because we went on talking about working out, and we talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to be a bodybuilder?" And I was like, "Nah, that's not me. It's not me, bro." So he said like, "Okay, but what are your dreams then?" And I just started to think about dreams generally. I told him like, "Oh, I want to be a movie star someday, maybe, or I want to be a singer, or I want to be famous, or I want to have a family and all that. You know, the usual stuff. Just because I didn't want to be judged." So I just busted out all the usual dreams that say the streamlined dreams, having a couple of them. Anyway, but then I started talking, like not talking about it, but thinking about dreams when I went home, and I was thinking about dreams. You know, when people are in radio shows or when they're in what do you say in talent shows, yeah, exactly, like America's Got Talent or World Got Talent or Sweden Got Talent or Britain Got Talent, BGT, AGT, and all of that. People always seem to say that, oh, my dream came true and through this program, and I never thought it would. And people are doing YouTube. It's like, this was my dream, and now it's here, and it feels so unreal. And the reason I think it feels so unreal is because if you have a dream, it's something that you don't expect to become a reality. Now, is that a problem? No. Not within itself, it's not. It's always good to have a dream, something to aim for, so to say. Something that you know is about a bit out of grasp, but you can play with in your imagination, just like I did when I was a kid. I'm doing kind of every week, Oh, what would I do if I was a millionaire, How would I spend the money? What would I spend it on? And all sorts of things. And so that's always good, to build up this mental, do you say, image of yourself. It's always good to have this in your mind, to have a dream about life, something that you want to have, something to define success in your world, or define happiness, or define anything really. But still, it's something that you don't hope to attain. So by its own, it's not a problem. Dreams are actually pretty good, as I said. But the problem comes when there are like my dreams, like I want to make a change in the world, for instance. And for the longest time until today, I thought of that as a dream. Like, I want to make a change in the world. I want to change the system, Like in Game of Thrones, Daenerys want to break the wheel, so to say. I want to do that too, but with the economic system and the government, and I want to take away all corruption there ever was, and I want to have a good and fair system, and everybody should have a bit of everything, but there should still be rich people and poor people. It's hard to explain, but I have a vision. I've envisioned the future. But anyway, so up until this day, I thought of that as a dream. That's my dream. I want to change the world, not make a change in the world necessarily. I want to change it, completely redesign it after my own image, of course, which I deem is to be the best. But that's obviously debatable if it actually is. But anyway, when I walked home today, I was thinking about, it's pretty destructive that I have that as a dream, because if I dream about that, but simultaneously it's something that I actually want to do, it's pretty destructive to have that as a dream, because I simultaneously know I'm never gonna attain it, and that diminishes the worth of the dream. So today I put that as a goal instead. And I know that I can be open about this because it's something that I've talked about with many people, that I want to change the world, and people are just telling me like, oh, you're crazy, you can't do that, start with something smaller, or don't start at all, be the average Joe, just fit into society, be the cube in the system. But I had this one teacher who always told me like, Philip, you're like a ball in the grid. You don't fit. You want to bounce around, and that's exactly what I want to do. Exactly what I would like to do, and I would like more people to do that. Now, in a way, and still I don't, because that would lead to a pretty uncertain society if everybody was balls in the grid, because that would mean there was no grid. But anyway, that's a topic for another time, about society and how you should behave in order for it to work, the expectations on you, and so on and so forth. But today I thought about, why not change that to a goal, to an aim, something to aim to, something to go towards, you know? Why not have this as my actual goal? And I changed it, as I said. Instead of a dream that's unattainable, I'm going to make this my goal. I want to change the world. And that's going to be a goal now, something I can work towards, something that I actually want to attain, something that's, just by changing the terminology from dream to goal, it actually doesn't seem that far off anymore. Oh well, it still seems far off, but it feels like something that I can actually do. I just have to make a list about how to attain it, how to do it. I need to get some, influence, for instance, and I want to go out there and change everything, because I don't want to be the guy who sits all his life being like, I had a dream. Did you attain it? No, but when I was younger, I wanted to be this, but I never became it, or something like that. That's, for instance, why I'm playing the guitar, why I try to learn to sing, why I try to learn to dance, why I try to learn to, or rather, why I try to move around the world as much as I can, because these are things that I always thought about as dreams, but I realize more and more that it's something that I actually want to do, something that I actually want to attain. Yet again, because when people, rather when I have friends over, or when I talk to my parents' friends, or my own parents for that sake, they always say, oh, I had a dream. Yeah, it's fine that you had a dream. Didn't you do it? And these are things that people in society do all the time. They have dreams that they never plan to attend, or attain, rather. they never plan to attain the dreams. And that's the thing, if we should conclude this and try to incorporate it into corporations. If you work somewhere and you feel like you have this massive idea, or even a small one, but you have an idea that you can make a change, and you dream about making this change, don't dream about that. Set it as a goal. Make a list. How should I attain this? Not just, oh, that would be great if I did that. It would be great if I was the management team leader. It would be great if I was the CEO of my own company. It would be great if, it would be great if, it would be great if. And I know that I said this in the video about, mental and physical exercise, but do it instead. Make a list, do the research, do the things. I want to change the world. I don't know how yet. I just know that I want to make an impact, and I want to change it completely. Whatever your dream is, why not change it so that it becomes a to-do list instead, so that it actually feels attainable, so that you actually work towards something instead of just working towards nothing. And if I say it like this, I had a friend who wanted to become a lawyer for the longest time until he came to university. And that's when he said, I don't want to spend this time studying law and learning all of this law without actually knowing anything. And that's the same. That's the same difference between a goal and a dream. I don't want to spend all my life doing nothing because I dreamt up something. I want to make a list so I can attain that something. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I tell you. If you work somewhere, try to actually attain your dream. So make it your goal instead. In work life, in real life. Don't make anything stupid, for God's sake. But which is a tender line in between. But just try. For a day, for a week. It's a tip. It would make your life like a bit funnier. Change up the everyday life, for the everyday job. Anyway, this is the end, and this is my 20th video. As I said, I thought people would find my videos after the 5th one, so, and I would be discouraging drop the concept, but I've made 5 times as many videos as I ever thought I would do. So, and I know that's a bit contradicting about dreaming goals, but anyway, stick with the things I said before. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, damn.